So this is part 3 of the cyberspace tutorial series with Chaos this time. This is, in my opinion, my favorite island that I consider the most fun, so I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. So 3-1. To start 3-1, just spin dash and jump forward, then mag dash of that spring that is a little bit hidden right now by this silly palm tree, but like the spring is there, I promise, and just jump onto here until the end of this loop. Then you want to make it over to this fence to set up the next thing. So when you're directly lined up with this fence, touching it, whatever, just hold directly down and start spin dashing. And then when the camera turns to a specific location, just start holding left instead. I did a whole like semi-circle turn there. Just holding left is enough. But the goal is to get a bunch of height with the spin dash so that you can do an air dash and then do 2 jumps and boost here. And the goal is to homing attack the spider. Worth noting that the way you go out of air dashes is very different in 2D and 3D. In 2D, you generally want the air dash to completely run out before you jump out of it, because then that will make you do the thing where Sonic starts running midair and you get to preserve all of your speed. In 3D, it's actually faster to just jump out of the spin dash directly, because if you wait for it to finish, you're only gonna get 1 jump. If you jump out of it directly, you're gonna get 2. So yeah, just make it over to this platform. And one little visual cue I use, which isn't really important, but there's this little grass ledge here and this one here, and they form this line over here. As long as Sonic is going over this line, I know that I'm safe for the spider homing attack. Not spider, I keep calling them spiders lately. They're bees, they're different creatures, but There's actually an invisible wall like here that Sonic is going into, but thankfully you can just homing attack things through invisible walls, so just forget it exists, just homing attack the bee, I did it again, and stomp. And from this platform, you can mag dash on this spring, and you after mag dashing, you want to hold up right, because there's this silly spring here, and if you mag dash directly forward, you're gonna hit the spring and it's gonna send you over here, and you're gonna feel very sad. So just hold upright so that you avoid the spring, but after avoiding the spring, you want to hold up left. And the reason is because of this loop right here. Loops in this stage have invisible walls that basically go upwards like this, and so if you hit them on this direction, you're just gonna get stuck here and you're gonna essentially go down to your doom. So you want to go left to avoid it, which is why I'm holding up left there. And your goal is to make it over to this platform, and then you want to walk off of that platform for a bit, because that will let you get a little bit more height off of the B mag dash, which is exactly what you need to make it up here. And once you're up here, you want to mag dash off of that B, possibly not the way I did it. Like, I did not realize I was so close to hitting the B and dying. Holy! But yeah, you want to mag dash off that B and just jump and reach the goal. Up next is 3-2. There's all sorts of really cool and advanced strats in this stage, and I'm gonna do absolutely none of them, because they actually are really annoying to perform, and there's a lot of rails in this stage that you can accidentally hit if you're just trying to go fast. So what I do is mostly any percent strats. So just boost forward here, and then I boost forward again, and that takes me directly onto this dash ring. And here do the same, just when I hit that booster thing, just go forward, boost forward, then boost forward again here, jump to go over those spikes. And then here there's another booster thing, so just boost. And here hold neutral so that you go into this dash ring. And here is a little bit of a trick section, because like this rail essentially does not let you jump until you're like almost at the end of it. But if you are too late, this spring will just grab you and send you directly into this bar, and this bar is just slow. You don't want it to touch it. So you wanna hold it back here on the stick. Some people have told me that holding back doesn't actually do anything, but it makes the jump feel more consistent, so I do it anyway. So once I'm close enough to the end, I just jump, double jump, mag dash off this bar, which takes you directly through all of the other bars perfectly, and it takes you over to this spring. Just mash the jump button to go into this place, then go on this rail, jump here, and mag dash on that bar, then jump to avoid this thing. I don't know what it's called, but you know, avoid that thing, and make it over that bar. And here's another 3D and 2D, such as like it's pretty much the same thing as the one in 2-1, except it's much easier. Just hit the spring and stomp, which lets you move in 3D, then just walk forward, and when the spring is like almost off screen but not quite, you just mag dash to the right, and then hold towards the goal. If you want to be a little safer, you know, you are not gonna get that height every time, so it's okay to just homing attack the bar and use it to reach the goal. And that's 3-2. 3-3 is my favorite stage in the game. There's a little thing you can do here at the start where, like, if you jump, boost, and stomp in a certain way, you can save a little bit of time, but I don't go for it because it's just like really awkward for me. Then here, I wanna start spin dashing and jump to the left of the edge, then mag dash on this robot guy, then spin dash here, jump twice to go over to this platform, then pretty much do the same to go over to this rainbow ring. Then here I just jump as soon as possible, boost, and ideally that makes it over to this platform. If you don't quite make it and you end up down here, it's fine, just go up. Then if you're able to preserve all of that speed, one thing you can do is, while hugging this wall, when you're right next to this pulley, just mag dash off of it, and that should make it all the way up there. Some people don't go for that, which is fine. You can instead just homing attack the pulley, which takes you over to here. Then on this platform, you go on this spring, then just make it to this cloud and make it up there, pretty much. And yeah, just go on that ramp. And here spin dash, mag dash on that enemy, and I pretty much go directly over to here. Some people instead, like, the faster way is to go over here and then do another mag dash off of other enemies over to there, which you'll see in a bit. Yeah, from here you would do a mag dash off of those enemies to go directly over there, but instead I play it a bit safer, so I go over to this, where you just go on this rail, and here is the unfortunate part of the stage that is based on luck. You wanna spin dash over this thing, and hopefully that will give you height. Sometimes you don't get any height off of this and you just stick to the ground like glue. Sometimes you don't get any height off of this specific thing, but then the guardrail gives you height for some reason, and you can still do the level like that. I find it that, like, if you go on the sides like this instead of going in the middle, it is more consistent, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. And yeah, just make it over to here. Then I do another spin dash of this one. As far as I know, this one is consistent. If you're on a cyberspace challenge, do not do this. This is really, really hard, especially like landing here. Just go and take this checkpoint and use this rail. Be nice to yourself, especially in all islands. Then yeah, you basically want to make either stomp on that dash pad or just go directly into the rail. Then here you want to jump from the rail, double jump, and mag dash off of this spring to go over here. That spiral path you want to like sidestep left, because once again, sidestepping left into walls gives you speed. And then you want to mag dash off of those springs, jump, and make it to the end. Another little safe thing some people do is there's a little pulley midair. I think it's like here-ish. Kind of hard to see from like this camera angle with like all the blurriness, but there's a pulley there somewhere, I promise. And yeah, that's 3-3. So 3-4 is a deceptively complex stage. You wanna basically be holding up right the entire way through. Holding up right gives you a little bit more speed on these rails. It's like barely noticeable, but it does make a difference. So make sure you're doing that. You want to start here by boosting and jumping to get onto that dash ring. Make sure you don't boost too early, because then you're going to get a lot of height and have to stomp down, which is slower. Then here you basically just want to spam boost. Or just hold it as well. The difference between holding and spamming boost on rails is simply that like spamming it will not deplete your boost meter really, while holding it will. Spamming it is also more effort, so you know, just choose whichever for each section. So boost to get over that gap, and then boost here again to make it to that dash pad. Then here you want to stomp down onto this booster. Sometimes you'll hit the rail and then go back to the booster, sometimes you'll just hit the booster directly, both are fine. Then just keep boosting forward, and boost here again. And that will make it over to this dash pad up here. After that dash ring, you want to jump as soon as possible, which will put you onto that booster, give you a bunch of speed, and go on that spring. Then here, you want to wait a little and then turn around by jumping and boosting, which will make you face the other way. And you want to do it late enough that you don't overshoot this. If you do it too early, Sonic will just go here and you will die. So the goal is to basically like land here, hit as little of the rail as possible so that you basically go like this and gain your boost back, which is exactly what I did. And then here you want to mag dash off that spring, but where you do it matters a lot. So the way I line it up is by looking at this line on this island right here. And when Sonic is roughly there, I start the mag dash. If you do it too early, you're gonna start from too high up and you're gonna land up here in the rail. And if you do it too late, you're gonna get a bunch of height and land this rail as well. The goal is to go under the rail, so just do it from that specific spot and you'll be fine. As you can see, like, even when doing it correctly, you get really close to that rail, so yeah. After that mag dash, you will land roughly here. With a lot of speed, you're gonna land on that rail. So right as you leave that rail, you wanna jump, which preserves all of that speed, and then boost, which is gonna make it all the way over to this rail. It doesn't look like it, but it will work. So once again, just trust it, it'll be okay. Then here, there's basically two things you can do. One of them is going over to this rail up here and damage boosting through these lasers, but I do the one that I find easier, which is to go under, jump and boost so that you go under the lasers entirely, then hit that dash ring, and then jump you can either boost jump there and make it over the lasers. What I do instead is like jumping and then boosting, which is a little slower but feels nicer. And you'll land over here. And here you jump up to that dash ring and just go on that booster, boost as you leave that dash ring to gain a bunch of height and make it over to here. And then just boost forward here to make it there. And then this is the ending section of the stage. Just jump, backdash off that spring, then jump over these dash rings because they're slow. Then here you're gonna land on this rail. Don't jump, just damage boost on the spikes. Jump after the spikes so that you can mag dash on that spring. And then just boost forward until the end. Tiny optimization you can do here is when you hit this platform, immediately spin dash to make it to the goal just a little bit faster, and that's how you do 3-4. 3-5 is the worst stage in the game. Quite unfortunate because every other stage in Chaos is amazing in my opinion, but you know, that's just how it is. So I heard that you want to start the level by just mashing boost. I don't know if that actually does anything, but I heard that it's useful, so I do it. Then you want to jump over these drift pads and just boost forward. And here's the fun part of the stage, and by fun part I mean the like one of the many things that makes it so annoying. So if you sidestep into these dash pads, they give you a ton of speed, which would be cool if it wasn't, because the entire level you have to be concerned about avoiding the drift pads because they just kill all of your speed and make you cry. So the goal is to just sidestep into as many dash pads as you can while avoiding the drift pads, and basically just hugging the walls, sidestepping where you can, and hoping that you don't accidentally hit any of them. Come up with this specific route. Here I boost into the right wall, and I actually, like, with my route, I come really close to running out of boost here, so be careful with that. And here's the one good thing about this stage. The fact that you can skip some of it by spin dashing at the start of these spiral sections. So a little spiral section starts here, you can spin dash onto this side of it, and it just makes you go high for pretty much no reason. Just air dash and boost here. If you make it far enough, you can boost directly onto there, but you know, it's hard stuff. Then here, there's another turn that you can also spin dash onto. And, you know, after spin dashing, be really careful with this palm tree. This palm tree looks like it's just a palm tree, but it is a bringer of death and suffering. Because if you land on this palm tree, which is super easy to accidentally do, you're gonna get stuck there, and you're gonna get stuck there, and you're gonna like have to wait for ages for Sonic to like slowly get out of the palm tree and fall down back onto the stage. And you're gonna lose like 10 plus seconds easily. So after successfully avoiding the palm tree, you're gonna boost onto the end and just finish the stage. And hopefully never touching it again. 3-6, on the other hand, is one of the most fun stages, in my opinion. It's also really hard. So you're gonna spin dash forward, boost here to just go into the third rainbow ring directly. Then spin dash forward again. You're gonna homing attack this red balloon to get a little bit of height. You're gonna mag dash on this blue balloon, and jump here to make it onto this platform. Then you're gonna fall off that platform and mag dash of this pulley, which should get you all the way to this platform. Then you just jump back and mag dash off that beam. You can also mag dash of this pulley, but it's a lot harder to get enough height to make it past everything you have to, so it is riskier and harder. but it is an option. So you mag dash, you jump, and you land on this platform, and then just jump to the left to that blue balloon and mag dash again. And here there are a few platforms over here, like a few pillars. You wanna land on the last one. You wanna spin dash forward, and then like when this green balloon is on screen, pretty much you wanna let go of the spin dash, and then mag dash of the green balloon. And if you land directly there, you can just make it past here by just basically boosting off of this or spin dashing or literally anything. If you're not confident that you're gonna make it through, like for example if you overshoot the box or anything dumb happens, you can always slide dash the rings. It's not much slower at all. Then up next there's these two platforms. You wanna jump, mag dash off that B, stomp here, go back one platform and mag dash off the other B, and that'll take you all the way over here. So from here you wanna just keep boosting forward, and when you leave this platform you boost forward again to basically do an air boost that maintains your speed, and that should get you over to this rainbow ring. You can also jump. Then from here you can, it'll take you on this thing, this ball, this stick, whatever you want to call it. And then there's a second one, so you want to stomp directly onto it. And then one thing you can do here is drop dash onto this platform and jump, but I'm not fancy enough to do that, so boost jump will suffice. And after those rainbow rings, you can jump, boost, and stop here. And here I basically do a spin dash but let go of it immediately, and you lose a lot of speed, but that's basically the point here, because you want to end up over here. You want to end up over here so that you can line up for the next mag dash, which is just mag dashing off that enemy over to the left, and that'll take you over here for some reason. And once you're on top of this platform, you can stomp. It's kind of risky, you can also just fall, and that's fine as well. And then mag dash over to the right, and jump, and reach the goal. You're basically gonna be able to see the goal on screen, so just don't get scared, don't jump too early, just trust the process. Now there's 3-7. My current 3-7 run is a former world record, which has this insane strat right here, where you mag dash and land on the loop, which is a lot more precise than it looks, and it's a lot more precise than anything I would like to show in a tutorial, so let's not do that. Let's instead use my PB before that, because it doesn't have the insanity that that run had. It's still hard enough without it, so let's go with it. So you wanna start the stage by spin dashing forward. This little post right here is a great indication for when to start spin dashing. So just spin dash forward, then here, boost forward when you hit that booster. Don't spin dash, because spin dash is gonna get you to fly up here basically, and you don't want to fly up yet. You wanna start spin dashing when you're going down this slope instead, so that you get enough distance to clear the gap, and just start air dashing and make it to this booster. Then here, this is a bit of an awkward area. It's like you're holding right here, even though you're going left. Here you want to like hold neutral, then boost and hold left and jump. It's a bit of an awkward like stick and button combination to actually make it over this gap, and it takes a bit to get used to, but like once you get used to it, you're not gonna fail it ever again pretty much, so just practice that a bunch. And yeah, just spin dash up here, then little tiny optimization thing, just homing attack the spring as soon as possible to get onto it. Here, stomp as soon as you can, go left a little so that you can mag dash off the spring again and go up here, then jump, and you want to land on this platform, and from here you spin dash and do 3 air dashes basically, like spin dash plus 3 air dashes, so 4 in total. Then jump, boost, and stomp here. Then spin dash again, and here there are 2 things you can do. You can either do 2 jumps and mag dash on the spider, or the thing that's slightly faster is like you can just hold your spin dash, release spin dash here, and you can jump under the spider. Like once you're past the spider, you jump and boost and make it over to here. Then here you want to hit the spring. There's a way to like, there's a jump you can do to go over here and jump up, and it's not even that hard, but you want to hit the spring for something that is about to come up. So you go over there, land, boost, land on this platform, then walk off and mag dash off that spider, and land on top of the loop. Landing on top of the loop here is only possible if you hit that spring, or if you touch a trigger that is like basically like roughly here. Issue is if you mag dash into it, and you're too low, you're gonna hit this part of the loop and you're gonna get stuck in the loop and you're not gonna be able to land on top. So if you're gonna use this trigger, you have to basically hit it in such the right way that you hit it and then you immediately leave the loop so that you can land on top, which I would not recommend doing unless you're basically going for world record, at which point you would also probably want to do even more advanced strats than that, but you know. So once you're on top of the loop, you're gonna perform something known as moon dash. So you're gonna spin dash to the bottom of the loop, and basically once you're roughly here-ish, you want to start spin dashing back so that you get this sort of trajectory. If you spin dash back too early, you're gonna get a trajectory that goes upwards more, which is not what you want. If you end up too late, you might get a trajectory that goes down, which is also bad. This is pretty much the sweet spot for it. So it should send you in that trajectory, and then just air dash. But also you want to make sure that you don't do perfect air dashes, because otherwise you're gonna end up hitting this wall right here. So you want to make sure that you do the air dashes in such a way that you lose, that you would normally lose a bit of height, but here you gain it instead because you're going upwards. If you find moon dash too hard or too inconsistent, this is what you can do. And shoutouts to Heracles for this video, for letting me use it. Channel will be linked in the description. So you want to hit the spring for the same reason as on the moon dash method, except you're not going to land on the loop, you're just going to like use the same sort of path switching thing that the spring causes. It starts basically the same way. You go on spring, boost to the right, jump and land on this platform, and then you want to mag dash off the spider, but instead of landing on the loop, you want to keep going, jump, and your goal is to land down here. Once you're down here, you just spin dash up this thing, you hit the spring, then keep holding left. Don't boost here, don't spin dash, don't do anything. Just hold left so that Sonic runs off. When the spring is like almost off screen, you want to mag dash up. And basically your goal is to make it all the way over this wall and jump to the end. Sometimes you won't make it over the wall, so you can like back it up by essentially doing intended sort of starts and just platforming down there, but yeah, whatever you can get is fine. Anyways, that is Chaos. So, hope you enjoyed, and hope you learned something.